Hello traders, this is Stacy with Trade the Bear. Another weekly update, and let's see how we're doing with our small account that we're trading for this year and see how we're tracking. So we'll look at those results, and then we'll take a look at the VIX and see what's happening with volatility. And then we're going to ask ourselves, where's the bear? Or is the bear active? Is it as strong as it was? Or is it starting to take a nap? Is the bull in charge? We'll look at the ES and see what it tells us. That would be the S&P 500. Then we're going to look at some other markets. We'll look at the NQ, the ZB, NQ being the NASDAQ, bonds, and then oil, gold, the dollar, and various ETFs that we like to trade, the regional banks, which is KRE. We're going to look at the QQQ, which is a NAS, and the S&P 500 again, but we'll be looking at the SPY instead of the ES. And then we'll look at home builders. Then we'll look at the XLE, which is energies, and XLF. Now, just as a disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor nor a CPA. These videos are for educational purposes only. But hopefully we can learn together to figure out ways that we can pull money out of these markets. So let's get into it. All right, so let's look at our results. Let me pull those over so you can see them. All right, so you can see we went down a little bit this week. We were up at about 70 some odd percent. Now we're down to about 65%. It's just the XLF trade that we're doing, that we're looking at, is just very, very, very low volatility, even though volatility is rather high actually in the market. If you go to the website tradethebear.com, you'll be able to look at our results on a weekly basis. These will be updated, and then also I'm putting the trades in, so there's no room to say, well, we make it up after the fact, if you know what I mean. So, and please, visit the website, sign up and become a part of the Trade the Bear team. We'll be happy to help you learn how to trade options and become a successful, confident trader. That's what it's all about. Now, okay, so the VIX. Let's look at the VIX. And you can see here the VIX is starting to pull back. Still pretty high though, 35.95. Like I say, normally in markets, I tend to have matter of fact, I'll show you. I usually have an alert in here. So create an alert, and usually I'm above like 30. So, but there's no sense to do that right now because I like to know when the VIX gets above 30 so that we can begin to pull out of our put positions and look how we're going to manage, because usually that's a point when the market is turning over or rolling back up. So there's the VIX. Let's kick over to the ES. All right, so I had a little glitch there with with Thinkorswim. So all right, so looking back at the ES, you can see that we're getting a little sideways action here on the daily chart. We've been dealing with the 50-period moving average, and this is an indication that let's see, what was the low here? The low was 27.1725 on the 21st. And then on the 22nd, it was 27.1725. So basically an equal low there, not an equal opposite, but an equal low on those two. So still kind of battling a little bit here, and we'll see how it goes. The weekly chart's telling us that the trend that we have a bottom in, and possibly we'll be looking to go up. So that is how we're trading. So where's the bear? Well, the bear is taking a little bit of a nap. They seem to be battling right now, the bear and the bull. Now you can see here these are waves that have gone. These are different trends. So what we want to do is just see where we're at in this move from the top to here. So we really haven't even got back up to the 61.8. Level. So I still kind of feel like it's going to go up here and deal with this 29.30 area, and then maybe roll back down. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The over here now, let's see. This was the days. This would be the part where the day chart came in, and you can see there we're flirting with the 78.6. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We've got a little bit of resistance here that the market's having to deal with. A nice little doji candle, and then a pull back off of. So the bear is basically taking a nap. We'll see if the bear wakes up this week. Never know. Okay, so remove that drawing. All right, let's go look at our markets. Let's look at the NQ. Same thing, same look as the ES. The only thing with this one is it's back up above the moving averages. You can see that our Keltner channels have started to turn and move back up. We have, let's see, this is all right, so a little 38.2 pullback, hit that 38.2, and then maybe it's going to take off. We'll see how the fibs hold up on this. I'm still expecting this to go up. It's pretty amazing how bad things are in the economy, but yet the market is making its way back up. Okay, so let's look at the bonds, see if anything's changed on that. I think it's been going sideways. Yeah, we just have this area and this area right here. So this would be a good one for maybe an iron condor or something along those lines. I mean, you can see your level there, and you can see the level here. So be watching those levels and see if there's a breakout coming. The next one would be oil. Oil's been in the news quite a bit lately, and you can see it's trading down here at the 1658 level. Looking at the, I think it was a K. Is it the K20? Yeah, look at this. We've got all the way down to negative 40.32 during that time. So that's pretty unprecedented times, to say the least. So oil, but oil is trying to make a comeback. There's just so much supply, and the demand, of course, is non-existent right now. But we do have a gap up here at $40. From what I read, 37 is where everybody wants to be to make this work, to make their economies work. I think it was Russia needs it at 37 a barrel, and so they're going to try to get it back up there, I'm sure. All right, so the next one we want to look at is gold. Oops. So gold is, well, you got a little level here. Got a level here. All right, and then the fibs. Let's look at the fibs. Let's draw a fib there to there. Yeah, looks like the 50%, which isn't a true fib level, but it gets played off of quite a bit. You can see it tried to get down here to the 61.8 and then just moved right back up. So we'll see if it stays in this trading area or if we're going to see a pullback or even sideways. But boy, the way this is looking, it's sitting up at 1762, 1788 high. Still has some legs to it, I believe. We'll see what happens with this pullback. And then our next one is, let's look at the dollar. The petrodollar. All right, so it's bumping its head a little bit right here. Whoops, still have those fibs on, don't I? Let's see here. Let's draw a fib here while we're looking at it. 50%. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Not too much there. And then, so here's our levels. We've got this one right here that it's dealing with. Got a level right here. Maybe even you could throw a little diagonal. Let's see. Let's put that in there too. So you got that's kind of it on there. So we'll see what happens. It's above the average. It's played back above the 20 period moving average, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens as time goes. All right, and then now let's take a look at our ETFs that we like to trade. KRE, just not much going on. You can see this is where I have my mental trailing stop. It's right below this candle here is where I would keep that. So we got a little bit of an angle coming up, a little bit of trend in this direction. We have a little bit of resistance, quite a bit of resistance over there. Now on the weekly chart, we've made the turn, we've made the bottom, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm expecting this to maybe get up and get some wheels to it. The next one that we like to look at is the Qs, which we looked at when we looked at the NAS, the SPY. Let's go to the SPY. And the SPY is trying to get some wheels and get back above this 50. It's dealing with that 50 period moving average, and we'll see if it can get out of there. The next one that we'll look at will be XHB, home builders. Home builders is going sideways. Nice little move here. Weekly charts telling me I need to be long. Daily charts telling me to continue with the long. I've got a mental stop right here. I'll actually switch the trade if it gets below that level. And then the next one is a good old XLE. XLE was good to me this week. This is a nice little trend. It's starting to pull off here. We've got a long position on with that, and we're hoping that it will break out of here and get up here and fill this gap. We'll see. I can't believe that XLE is doing so well with with what's going on with oil. However, we read the charts, and the charts tell us what we do. We trade what we see. We don't trade what we think, feel, or what the news tells us. And then the last one is XLF. This one has not been nice to us. You can see these are not good candles for a strategy that likes to be long or short. You're just going sideways. And you can see here we've got a little bit of, at least we got through that, but there's nothing to brag or write home about, to say the least. So there is a level off of here. We can see maybe that, but it's just it's eked itself out of this area, and it could literally go in any direction at this point. The weekly chart's telling me that the bias is a little bit better long, and we'll see what happens. So again, thank you for listening, and if there's any comments that you have, I'd love to hear them. Please comment down below, and then go to tradethebear.com. Here, I'll bring it back over here, and take some time to hit this free trading course. I've got some videos there on various options and technicals and all that. Some educational videos that we're providing for free. So sign up and become a part of Trade the Bear team, and we look forward to helping you become a successful, confident trader. And also subscribe down below to our YouTube channel and help us build the team. Thank you.